Good evening to all of you. In our last class, we studied MVC architecture, rules and regulations. Overall, we got an idea. MVC is an architectural design pattern specifically used to develop web application. So advantages, presentation logic and business logic differently we will write. I will show you why MVC. So now we will consider examples. I will show you two example. One is MVC without database, then MVC with database. As a result, you will get the clarity MVC in detail. Today, I will cover MVC without database. So let already we know that model is a component, view is a component, controller is a component. Servlet is controller component, view is our JSP page, a JSP page or more than one JSP pages. Java bin is our model component. You see, so this is my login form. We have a login.jsp file, so there is no need to explain because many times that we have done this form. So one attribute is username, another attribute is password. Then in login form, when putting username value, putting password value, when I will click on login button. So when I will click on login button, that means a request is going over web to the server. Then in MVC context, request whatever it is going to server side, so request will reach at the controller component. So here servlet is our controller component. So I will write form action equals to let login servlet. Form action equals to login servlet. That means any action will generate in this form. Login servlet.java will execute. So already we all have studied about servlet. So immediately we have to develop a servlet. Name of the servlet is login servlet.java. So before that, based on login form, so we will create a login bin, a Java bin, which is our model component. In my last class already I have given the clarity. So this is my login bin.java. It is my model component. So based on login form, in my login form I have two attributes. So that's why I will take two variables. So data member must be private. Bin definition already we have known. So bin is simply it is a class containing private data members and containing getter and setter method. Okay, so already in my last class already I have told. Okay, so that video also available in our YouTube channel. So if you have so no knowledge regarding Java bin, then you can go through that video also. So very simple, it is a class containing private data members. Right click, source, then generate what getters and setters. Then already here we have, so that option is not coming. Then put tick tick on username password, then click on generate button. Then automatically by taking uname get uname set uname, by taking password get password set password. Okay, so containing private data members and containing getter and setter methods. And in our context, model component, this is model component. Model component containing business logic. Let validate method definition is my business logic. If the value of password is Java, then return true, otherwise wrong password, return false. Why I wrote true false? Because I have taken here return type is boolean, so that's why output either true or false. Okay, so that this point already I had discussed. Now I will go to create controller component. That means I will develop a servlet. So already we have a package com.python t points. Right click on this package, new servlet. Already we all have known how to create a servlet. Then this, so class name is login servlet. Class name is login servlet. Click on next button. Click on next button. So I will select to get method. Click on finish button. So now this is my servlet, in which way that we are developing. So in servlet chapter, so we will develop in same way. So I will delete this person. Then I will delete. I will remove this person. Okay, so our package we will import servlet API Java X dot servlet dot HTTP dot Java X dot servlet dot star package. Import Java X dot servlet dot HTTP dot star package. For IO, import Java dot IO dot star package. This part already we all have known. Now first two line is common, response dot set content type within bracket I will write text or HTML. Then print writer out equals to response dot get writer. So regarding this point already I have explained, there is no need to explain which type of content that I want to set as response, whether I want to get text response or HTML response. That is the purpose of this line. Second line is we will get out object. Once I will get out object, I will write output statement out dot friend method. So first of all, we will process our form data. So name equals to uname, name equals to pass we have written. So already we know that how to process form data. String s1 equals to request dot get parameter, within brackets I will pass uname. Then string s2 equals to request dot get parameter, within bracket I will write. So what we have written name equals to pass. That means username value assigned in S1 and password value assigned in S2. Now, what we have written in our notes, what is the responsibility of a controller component? So after processing the form data, so what the controller component responsibility is? So that part we will represent. You see your note. The first point you have written, the controller creating the instance of model component. Creating the instance of model component means we will create an object of a model component. Here model component is login bin dot java. Login bin is our class name. So I will declare an object. Login bin object name obj equals to new login bin. This. So this is the first responsibility of controller component. You see, in login bin, for setting information, we have we have for setting information we have what two methods: set uname, username value I will set, and set password. But this method I have defined inside login bin.java. So definitely these two method I will call by login bin object. So if I will go to this, so I can write obj dot set uname. So here username value assigned in S1. Similarly, obj dot set password. So password value assigned in S2. Here password value assigned in S2, so I passed S2 here. So setter method I called, I invoked. This is step number one, first responsibility of the controller component. Just to check set password method, yes. Okay. So first, the what I did, so as per MVC rules and regulation, the controller component creating the object of model component. That means in servlet, we will create an object of model component. Here model component is login bin.java. So login bin object I created. So after that I saw in login bin class set uname method, set password method we have defined. So that method I called by login bin object obj. Now, after that, after creating instance of model component, then second responsibility is what? Second responsibility is the controller component executes the business logic, whatever the business logic we have written inside the model component. So that business logic is validate method. So validate method that we have defined in login bin.java. So when this method definition will execute, when this method we will call by login bin object. But this method we will call by login bin object where in login servlet.java because it is a controller component. Since validate method return type is boolean, so here one output a variable I will take as type boolean. Let boolean result or boolean status, whatever you write. Let boolean status equals to okay obj. This is the login bin object dot validate this. So when validate method I will call by login object, login bin object. Okay. So now that method definition will execute and suppose it is returning a value either true or false, that output value, suppose I will assign in a output variable status. So at the time of validate method definition, return type is boolean that I have taken. That's why here status type boolean I consider. Now then after executing business logic, third responsibility is what? After executing business logic, the controller component choosing a particular JSP page as a view component, and through that view component response is going to the client. Okay. So if you will write if status means if true, the value of status is true. Okay, default value is true, boolean. If status means if it true, the value of status. Okay, if it true, then suppose welcome to .jsp file will execute. Login is successful. Otherwise, sorry, invalid credential along with login form it will display. Okay, so that already we have known. So in which way we will dispatch a request to another resource, request dispatcher, that already we have studied. Request dispatcher already equals to request dot get request dispatcher. Get request dispatcher within bracket I will write suppose welcome to dot js. Suppose so already dot forward method, already dot forward method request comma response. That means if the value of status is true, welcome to.jsp file will execute. This part already we all have known. Okay, so request dispatcher is an interface. RD is the request dispatcher object. how to get request dispatcher object. There is a method get request dispatcher. When it is invoking by request object, then it is returning request dispatcher object, or we are getting request dispatcher object. Forward method, just I am calling. So forward method forwarding a request to another resource. So if condition is true, then welcome to .jsp file will execute. Okay, clear? Then if condition is false, then another file it will execute. Let welcome 3.jsp file will execute. Else, okay, else means if condition is false, simply I copied and I pasted here. And here in place of welcome to, suppose I will write welcome 3. Simply these two, from this two, welcome 2.jsp, welcome 3.jsp, from these two files one file will execute. Control S for saving. Then because view component, either one, already I have told, a JSP page or a set of JSP pages. So if condition is true, then welcome to .jsp file will execute. If condition is false, then welcome 3.jsp. Let it, suppose I can change it. Suppose let it error.jsp. Suppose but another response message I will get. Sorry, invalid credential. Error.jsp. Any file name, whatever you give, there is no problem. So now right click on web app folder, new JSP. So welcome to, because already we have welcome 1.jsp file, welcome to .jsp file. So simply within script let tag, so I will write out.print method login is successful. This is one output statement. Control S. Then immediately another JSP file I will create. Error. Name of the JSP file is error. Click on finish. So similarly within script let text, I will write out.print method sorry invalid credential. Invalid credential. Okay, so here welcome to.jsp error.jsp file is our view component. Welcome to.jsp error.jsp file is our view component. Login servlet is our controller component. Login bin.java is our model component. And login form is our client side. From this side, it is my presentation logic. From this side, request is going. So this is model component. This is a controller component, and welcome to.jsp and error to.jsp as view component. So since we developed a servlet, so we have to develop web.xml file. So here welcome file is login.jsp. Welcome file is login.jsp. Then same way I have to give the servlet information. Servlet begin, let MVC, let it servlet end. Sorry, servlet begin, let servlet end. So within this, I will put servlet name, let MVC, then servlet name I ended, then servlet class. So this part already we all have known. So class name is login servlet. So your package name is Python T points. Python T points, sorry, com.python T points. Com.python T points dot login servlet. then servlet class end, servlet begin, servlet end, then servlet mapping begin, servlet mapping end. Then first line I will copy and I will paste here. Then URL pattern, URL pattern slash your class name login servlet, then this control S. So this is my web.xml file. Since we developed a servlet explicitly, that is login servlet.java in MVC context, that is our controller component. So in web.xml file that we have to develop or we have to write this code, because web container what getting information about a particular servlet in detail from web.xml file. What is your servlet name, what is your servlet class name, what is your URL pattern. Okay, now everything is ready. Now I will run this application. Right click on the project, run as, run on server, then select server, click on next option, then select project, click on finish menu. So you see, so login form came. Now username, suppose I will put John, password suppose, so whatever I have given in my logic, if password is logic, so Java, so I will put JAVA. I will click on login button. So when I will click on login button, so I will get a response. Who will provide the response? Either welcome to.jsp file will give the response, or error.jsp file will give the response. So here password, if I will put Java, then I will get a response login is successful. Click on login button, then I got login is successful. Then again I will do refresh. Suppose username Smith, password anything I will give, then click on login button. I got sorry invalid credential, that means error dot .jsp file provided this response. So I hope everybody got clarity. So this is MVC without database. Okay, MVC without database. Simply, model component is login bin.java, controller component is login servlet.java, view component is welcome.to.jsp, and error.jsp. So among these two files, one file will execute. So I hope everybody got clarity.